y'all saw that how he did my 43-cent worm. And that worm been out there working. You've been putting that work, you know. I'm proud of you, sure. Bought you them new Gucci heels, lipstick. So what? It was from the swap meet. Still had Gucci on it. All right. Put you back out there. Uh-huh. Looking right. There you go. Get that 1059 looking right. Let me get on back over there. Somebody messing with a hot rod. Trying to mistreat me.
Open platform shit there, bud. That'd be good for the kids fishing. Then you have a bathroom in the back closed in. That's nice. That way you can keep an eye on everybody. Then you got the canopy that they sit under. Kind of close that in with some tarp. That's cool.
Hey man, he making weight too, man. He making weight. That's a no wake zone. Shit. And people got $2, $3, $4 million boats over there. And nothing to play with. They ain't going fishing like me. Just messing around. Not when you gotta spend what, $1,000? Probably not as much, but you're probably still at about $300, $400. That's a lot of money just to be out having a good time. I almost snatched my pole in the water, y'all. I thought I was stuck. All right, he's right here. Right here, here he is. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all see what he got? Got me all messed up. Come on. All right, let me get it. I'm trying to record, y'all. All right, let me call it. All right, there you go. That joker hit and almost snatched my pole in the water. I'm like, damn, look where I got him. Right there on the side. Now I always take that 43-cent worm, man. You know? Try to put it to work. Hey, how y'all do me like that? Come on. Hey, that's wrong. How they do me. Get a shot for the boys, you know. You know the hell I'm talking crazy. They on that grind. I didn't put in my time. Shit. Come on, boy. Get on over there for hot rod. Let's get this over here. Get your ass over here, bitch. Oh, man, it's all right. None of that. This is fat. He doesn't seem that big, but he is fat. Ow. He fat. He doesn't seem that big, but he's fat, y'all. He's fat. All right. Little chunky monkey. That's what it is. I'm not going to have that behavior. Not in this neighborhood, young fella. Go and pose for him. Strike the pose. Strike that pose. All right. Let's quit messing around. Let's get back to fishing around here, hot rod. Man, too much clowning. Clowning. All right. All right, hold on. I ain't got myself kind of messed around here, y'all. Don't even ask me how I got in this predicament. Let me get out of there. Here we go. He was hooked pretty good. He's hooked. Hooked pretty good. All right. Watch. Hammer. I almost snapped my pole in the water. I took my worm. Kind of business. There you go, y'all. Back in the water. He going back down. He's a little stunned, but hey, it's all right. Hot Rod got him loose. Okay, this is Hot Rod's shoulder. Old duck going around. Who was that shaver? They gonna do their own hunting for food. He had Pine Flat. They're looking for a handout. You caught me the end of the month, duck. Hey, you gotta catch me at the beginning of the month, man. Yeah, that's right. Now, something I want to emphasize here is safety. Always remember safety. I think we had another drowning at another lake. Was not a boater, a swimmer. And you say, what does that have to do with us? Well, it's water. Anything having to do with water is us. I wouldn't even know if it was a bathtub. It has to do with us. So you have to be careful when you're around this water. This water is murky, and even though my fish finder says 26 feet, the sun is starting to come up, and I can start to see boulders that are around in this area that I'm fishing. So you have to be very careful. You don't want to bust out the bottom of your boat, especially if you're further out in the lake. Even this close, I mean, I'm not trying to swim the shore. Swim over here to sandy beach and then holler across to somebody here in the boat. I'm not trying to do all that. So you have to be very careful. Move carefully. Try to have a lookout. And if you're by yourself like I am today, going solo, move very cautious is what you have to do. I started to pull off from this area. Oh man, did I get stuck? See, there's a boulder. When I keep pulling this, I was like, man, it's something over there catching. But what it is, it's a large rock. And what I'm doing is just dragging over that rock, and that's what's causing this pole to drag in that area each time. But it must be bass around there because I think I've caught 2 in this area already. Okay, let me get back to fishing, y'all. The Hot Rod Show. Just sitting here having a ball, enjoying myself on a lazy Tuesday. And we see workers over there. Nice units. That's what they're using. But of course, since it's our money, that's nice, huh? Nice unit. But I don't know, that may not be Fed money. Because that dock over there, I don't know if that's going into federal. That may be considered private inside a federal lake. I don't know how it is. They set up them deals years ago. Oh, I'm just dragging along in this cove area. And I'm not very far from the boats there. See? It's right there. So I'm not very far from there. And I was intending to go further up towards Deer Creek. But since they were biting here, you know, taking advantage of my worm. And the only reason I'm staying here, ladies and gentlemen, they were taking advantage of my worm. It's my responsibility as one who believes in worm sustainability. Yeah. Using the plastic keeper worm, that I need to stay here and defend the honor of my worm. It ain't about the worm, it's my 43 cents. Yeah. I'm gonna let them bass mistreat me that way. Okay, let me get back to fishing, y'all. And that last bass almost took my pole because I was drifting off again, you know, kind of looking at my phone. And he hit and almost flipped my pole into the water. So I'm glad I caught it. That's what I did. All right, let's see who's calling me. Oh. Hi, this is Anthony. So I fixed my line, and then this bird here come rolling up on me, circling my boat. You know what I mean? Like a wagon train or something. Look at this. You know what I mean? Ain't no handout around here. I got 1 bag of chips left, 2 sandwiches. Hey, you know, like Rob Ross said, he not a role model. Y'all need to get on. Run from around here. Messing around, y'all youngsters. Shoot. Up on somebody's plate around this mother. Shoot. Just around here. I'm trying to mind my business, y'all. Alright, I had a break off over here, so I'm trying to mind my business, do my own thing. I'm not trying to get all up in the bird country right now. This ain't bird world. Shoot, not right now. It's for real. Okay, 78, it's almost 79 degrees, this water. It is hot, y'all. It is getting hot. I had a break off back over here, so I'm gonna go try this area here. You say where? Well, I'm not too far from there. See the boats? The boats right there. So that's the last boat right there. So you come across and you are right here where Hot Rod is fishing. So I'm not too far, really. And also it's Tuesday, very quiet. Probably on the weekend, no telling, probably it would scare the fish out of here. All the boats running, you know, all the different trap worms. Shoot. That's how them girls be dealing with up in the club. All them different trap worms coming through. Okay, I'm gonna just drag from over this section out of here. And I'm still working my way towards Deer Creek is what I'm doing. Enjoying myself. Lazy Tuesday. Make sure I'm on the bottom. Okay, there we are. We're on the bottom. And sometimes I'm pulling away, even though those were rocks. Now I could be where I'm starting to drag my pole into the rocks, through the rocks. Drag my worm. See, the problem about up here at Pine Flat, the ducks are lazy. If this was Shaver, they go about their business and earn something to eat. Up here, they expect a handout. It look like the mama, daddy, and the kid over here. And that's the wrong way to be raising the kid. That ain't right. I'm gonna have to have a talk at the park ranger about this. Seems like some kind of animal child abuse. From the parents. Teach you how to hustle. This is what's crazy, folks. Let me show you something. Look up this mountain. Look how you see, look how you see the water coming out of the mountain. See how all that mountain is bare and you got this green spot and this water coming out? What the heck is going on there, man? Is there like a well or something? Under rock river? It's crazy. As long as it don't spring up today, I'm all right with all that. Just interesting, folks. Very interesting. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hot Rod Shoulders. It is 11:54. I'm in Deer Creek, and this is what Deer Creek is looking like right now. Scary, huh? Because all in here are going to be those type of trees. They're down here in the bottom. And I've gone through here where you could actually see them just below your boat. So you have to be careful in here. Right now I'm in the middle, the center of this area, and it's only 24 feet. So I've been dragging the worm for quite some time. I'm going to start trolling is what I'm going to do. I'll start trolling out of here and see what type of results I get. But it's been slow. The wind has picked up some, and the water is getting close to 80 degrees. So kind of let you know what's going on here at the lake. Okay, let me get back to it. All right, I'm way on the other side of the lake, and this is what I see. It's blowing up over here. This is why these guys keep trolling back and forth in this area. So I'm way on this other side of the lake to where the bathroom is. And this is a good distance. Running with trolling motors. Sometimes I ask myself, man, I don't know if you got it all. But look at that. Okay, so I was going to get over here, and normally I'll go to this side and rest along the edge there, try the worm, and then what I'll do is troll through this area. You have to be aware you're a great distance from the other side of the lake, so you have to be very careful, especially if you're by yourself. Okay, it's high rise shoulders, folks. All right, it's a little cozy spot to take a break, huh? Get out of the wind a little bit, recuperate, let those motors recharge, well, the batteries, and let the motor kind of cool down. Those motors get a little hot. Oh, some deer hit me. Look at this little joker. I thought something hit me. Look. Oh, a big one was chasing him. Oh, look at that big one. Look at that big one. Look at him. Oh, he is giant. It's a big one chasing him. Look, it's a big one chasing him. Look, if he'll come up after him again. Look, giant. It's a giant one, dude. What the heck? He came up after this guy. I'm gonna let this down again and see what he'll do. I mean, he is a monster. Okay, let's bring up this little guy. Okay, let's get him out. And then get this other one. Dang. Dude, I mean it's a monster over here. This here is a joke. In fact, I thought he was going after this one. Maybe he's going after my worm, and this little guy took it. All right, let's get him back in the water. Shoot. Dude, that was a giant. Oh, man. Get it together here. Whew. Let's see if I can get this monster that's in here. Oh. I'm in this cove over here, so let's see what's going on here. There's a monster over there. Let's see if I can pull him out. Yeah. I know. He is a monster. There you go. Nope. Missed him. Get him. Somebody over there clown back in that area. Okay. Oh, see? You messing with that worm? Yeah. You want that worm. Sure. $2. Hot rod goes cheaper. I give you 43 cents. Good time, 43 cents. Not $2, too much. Inflation. Well, let they be afraid of the snakes. All right, let's go back over here, folks. Let me position myself. That's when this baby hit. I'm not gonna let him clown me. Hey, it's 2:25. We're on the other side of the lake, and we're gonna start trolling back. Is what I want to do. I darn sure don't want to get stuck on this side of the lake. And I noticed a lot of fish really look like I would be able to catch from just trolling, not so much of dragging the worm. So let me get going and heading back to the other side of the lake. We're over here where the restrooms are. Right back there. I'm going to the other side. Oh shit, I get him? Got him. Got his ass. Oh yeah, I got him. However I got him, y'all. All right. It's been a long day here. But I had to come back to my area where it jumps off at. Yeah. Come back over here. Well, I caught him this morning. Let me bring him around over here. Uh-huh. He must have come off. He come off, y'all. Oh, shucks. It was around that front motor. Damn, I should have flipped around. Shucks. All right. Let me try it one more time before I pull up out of here. It's about 4:15. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's 4:30. I'm heading in. I probably could have went in probably about an hour ago, maybe almost 2 hours ago. I decided to stay out. Feels good. A little warm. Is it worth coming up? Man, I think all day, if I caught 5 fish, I'm lucky. So I don't think it's worth coming here. Right now, the water is almost 81 degrees. So the fish have got to be very deep right now. I hit some spots where you could see where they were clustered, but they were at least 50 feet down. And I tried the downrigger. I mean, I trolled with the downrigger. Really nothing. Oh, I hear a chirp. But I'm heading in. It should be easy getting off the lake today. It looks like they still could be dropping this lake still some more, because I saw several items that were floating over there on the side, and now they're like beached up on the sand. So unless a great wave washed them up, I think the water is still being released, and that will affect the fishing. Okay, this is Hot Rod Shoalers. I'm going in, ladies and gentlemen. I had a wonderful time. I mean, it was relaxing, and that's something I can admit. It was a little warm, but it was relaxing. Okay, be safe and take care. Thank you. Park way up the hill like that. Man, you know if somebody messing with your car. For sure. You say hot rod, what are you talking about? Okay, you see those there? Do park way up there. Yeah. That's why I said if somebody messing with your ride, you gonna know. And they ain't getting too far. It's just a little observation, folks. Observation. Okay. Whew. Yeah. What I did is, I took out my batteries and my trolling motors. This way, when I go to load my boat, it's going to go a lot easier. It's going to lift up. See how you see this water? This is not because they were pulling out boats. This is at one time where the water was at this level and it has dropped. And this is why I said they're still letting water out somewhat, and that's causing this lake to drop. And sometimes it can cause loading and unloading troubles. Let me get going. Normally when we start fishing, this whole parking lot is practically disappeared. Where it's full, this lake is filled. But once they drain this lake and you start to see the parking lot, now you just have the gravel, this lake is really down. So then it really disrupts fishing also. So the lake hasn't completely settled to where they stop totally letting out the water and all the soot and everything starts to settle. Okay, we're heading out, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, not too many crazy people here today on a Tuesday. So if you decide to come this weekend, and today is August 19th, 2025, if you come this weekend, remember it's going to be 107. It'll be even hotter than it is today. The thing I always display is that PineFlat is one of the very few lakes that have the loaner vest that you can use. Remember, always replace them. This is Hot Rod Shoulders. Be safe. Remember, get your boater card. If they jack you up, it's a $100 fine. Easy when you leave. Always say bye to the happy face. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, gas is $5.30 up here, and that's cheap up here, and $5.60 for y'all Corvetters. Okay, we're leaving now, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to take it easy. And remember, trimmer is closed. We're leaving Deer Creek. Okay, coming up on Wintan Park. Not another safety lecture. Yep, you know how Hot Rod will do it. Okay, folks, this is the bridge. Yes, and that down there is the river. Keep your butt out of there. Stay out of there, or you'll die. That's just simple as that. It's nothing to play with down there. Okay, let's get going.